Hello and welcome to In Our Community. My name is Liz Holtz and I will be your host this day. I'm here today with our special guest, Allison Tuttle, who is here from the Work2Future Foundation. And Allison works in the Young Adult program at Work2Future in San Jose. Welcome, Allison.
Thank you, Liz.
Well, it's wonderful to have you here. I was wondering, could you start out by telling us a little bit about the Work2Future Foundation and what that foundation does?
Yeah, so our center is a part of America's Job Centers, and so we are throughout the United States, and we provide services at no cost through government grants, private foundation support, community donations, and so what we do is we provide like over thousands of job seekers with support in connecting them with business partners in the community. And we do that through our 4 locations in the Santa Clara County. We are in Gilroy, Morgan Hill, and then we have 2 locations in San Jose. And our main goal is to provide training, career advising, and then, you know, ultimately helping that job seeker land their next job is our ultimate goal.
Yeah, well, I myself am very familiar with Work2Future. I've gone through their adult programs. Myself, I was actually a member of a program that they did a couple of years ago for project management.
Nice.
And I was able to go through that program and obtain my PMP certification.
Oh, great.
And I'm actually still in touch with many of my classmates, which is wonderful. But I have been very impressed with the number of services that are available through the Work2Future Foundation. Of course, I went through their adult programs, and they offered training. They offered numerous different courses, classes. They had online training. In fact, right now I know if people go to the Work2Future website, they can sign up for metrics training right now for free for the summer, for like a 90-day pass to take numerous different courses online. And they don't even have to go into the Work2Future office right now to do that, which is wonderful. But Allison, you work specifically with the young adult program, which is something that I'm not quite as familiar with.
Yeah.
And, that is a very important service right now. As we know, currently in the Valley, even though right now we have a very low rate of unemployment, the youth in the area have a much higher rate of unemployment, I would imagine, and are much more challenged because of finances in the Valley, meaning that they're unable to, find their own housing. They have difficulty obtaining jobs, other, things like that. Some kids may come from challenged backgrounds where, they, maybe didn't graduate high school or barely graduated high school, and they need a little assistance. So can you tell us a bit about the different youth programs that you work with, that you manage over at Work2Future?
Yeah, so you're right, Liz. We have tons of programs and services that we provide to 18 and over at our adult site. That's on Foxworthy Avenue. And you just have to be 18 and over and have your right-to-work documents to participate in our adult program.
And what would those right-to-work documents be? It's like a driver's license.
Yeah, if you're going to get a job.
Security card.
Passport. But so that's our adult site, and that one is more geared towards like dislocated workers. So I am at the Young Adult Center. We over on Lucretia Avenue in San Jose, and I'm a case manager for our 2 programs there. We have our EPIC program, and we have, which stands for Employment Plus Internships and Careers, and then we have our Tech Cadre program that we're running right now, which should be finishing up soon. And we help 18 to 24-year-olds, so it's a specific age group that we're helping. And we have 2 main goals. is to get them enrolled in post-secondary education, or really get them back engaged in school if maybe they've been disengaged from high school for some time, and help them find employment. Hopefully we can do both of those things. But those are our goals within our program, is to provide training and really mentoring to our clients.
So you mentioned that you have two different programs. The first program you mentioned, the EPIC program, what types of training opportunities are available to young adults under that program?
So the EPIC program focuses on fast training. So the trainings are relatively shorter. It's a little bit lower commitment than our cadre programs. And what we provide is what we call work readiness training. We like to think of them as survival trainings because they're great certificates to fall back on and get in the workforce quickly with them. So what we do is we provide job skills training, and job readiness workshops include resume writing, so they're going to learn how to create a resume, and they'll come out of the training with a nice looking resume. And it includes really just everything about employment prep. So in mock interviewing, with panel interviews, one-on-ones, how to do an elevator pitch. So really teaching the clients how to talk about themselves when they go in and they meet with an employer.
Which can be difficult, especially I imagine for young adults, because, you know, some of them are a little on the timid side. And, you know, they don't have a lot of years of experience behind them. So, you know, trying to kind of pitch yourself, you know, might be a little bit of a challenge, or, you know, trying to sell themselves when maybe they don't have a lot of experience.
So those are some of the soft skills. And then we do certification training along with that. So our two certificates that we do with this group is going to be our NRF customer service certification, and that stands for National Retail Federation. So it's nationally recognized, and it's a training that goes in depth on customer service, and any employer wants their employees to have customer service skills. And then we have a Serve Safe food handling certification, and that one is all about handling food safely. All the trainings are part-time, so it's really nice for the flexible schedules for ones who might already be working. They might have kids, they might be going to school, so we usually do part-time schedules for that one. And these are ones that can get into the work field quickly with, like I said. So if our youth have a Serve Safe food handling card and they're going on an interview and there's 10 other people waiting to interview, but they get to show that they have this certificate already, that saves the employer time and money. So it's a great thing to have for them.
Yeah, and I believe the Serve Safe certificate is required of any food worker working in a restaurant or other environment where there is food handling. And the other thing you mentioned was a customer service program. And, you know, as I think many of our viewers, as well as, you know, probably you and I have both experienced, sometimes customer service can be a little bit of a challenge. So it's always wonderful and very memorable when you actually come in contact with someone who actually tries to provide great customer service and understands the reasoning behind that. And so it's really wonderful that you are teaching that to our youth.
And then our other program that I mentioned, Tech, has a little bit different, because obviously it's tech, so that's what we focus on. But it's nice because it includes the work readiness. So they still get the job readiness workshop where they're creating resume, getting that employment prep, and then all those soft skills, along with the hard skills with the customer service, the Serve Safe, and then it includes a tech training, which is a Comp TIA A+ certification that they get. And this is, you know, entry-level stuff, so they're looking for help desk jobs afterwards, but it's like networking, troubleshooting. But this one is more full-time, so it's someone that has more time to commit. So they might not be going to school or working at the time, but focusing more on tech and Yeah, so those are the two trainings.
An A+ certification, the CompTIA A+ certification is a nationally, if not internationally recognized certification. I know it is a national certification. I went through A+ program myself and also did the Network Plus at one point. But it's wonderful because it teaches them how to actually be a computer technician. They're taught how to completely take apart and reassemble a computer, how to troubleshoot problems with computers, things like that. So they're not only able to work at like a help desk at a medium to large business, but also to maybe get a job over at Fry's or another repair center doing repair work, troubleshooting computers and fixing them for people and stuff. So those are wonderful programs. And of course, here in Silicon Valley, we would expect nothing else other than to be, helping more people learn more about tech.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that that the ages that the youth program at Work2Future serves is what, 18 to 24?
Yeah. So we serve young adults 18 to 24.
Okay. And then other than being of that particular age bracket, what other qualifications do young adults need to have in order to participate in the Work2Future youth programs?
So we
young adult programs.
Yeah. So we focus on 18 to 24. So you have to be in that age range, and we do what you are day of enrollment. So if someone's 24, you can still come in and seek our services. And then we are focusing on that age group with challenges and barriers to employment. So this could be anything as substantial as homelessness. Maybe they didn't graduate high school. They might be parenting. They might have a number of these things. Or it could just be something as simple as poor work history. So maybe they don't have enough experience working. But that's what we're looking for, is really to try to overcome barriers and then help them start to build a career and then a pathway to success, really. So that's what's really sets us apart from the adult center, is that we're trying to focus on youth who might be going through a lot, and then not only just get a job, but really trying to help them with life challenges. How do I get a home? How do I get food in order to keep a job? So that's one of the things, the biggest thing. And then the right to work documents. So they need to have a social ID, passport, those things to enroll with us. And then males who were born, I think it's December 1959, have to register with Selective Service. So those are the must-haves to be eligible for our program and qualify. And yeah.
They may, there's some talk now that they may actually start requiring young women to register for Selective Service as well.
2018 though, so we got a while, but exactly, it has to be fair.
So I understand, in addition to the training and certification programs that you offer, that you also offer a work experience and intern programs. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yeah, so our work experience is for our EPIC clients, and this is really to let the young adult choose through a wide variety of positions through our local partners. So we partner up with our libraries, community centers, nonprofits, and for-profit places. So anywhere that is willing to take on our young adult and provide them mentoring. So that's a really big piece of it, the work experience, is we not only want them to get used to working, but we want someone to be there for them when they're learning these life lessons. And it is paid through Work2Future. So it's not something where they're volunteering. They're actually getting hired on through us. We pay them $10.30 an hour, so it's minimum wage. They can work up to 20 hours a week. They work 16 hours on the job site. 4 hours they do with us. So this is just more job readiness training, where we can do applications for more long-term work while they're doing their work experience. We can process things that they're learning during their time in their work experience. And then it can last anywhere from 6 to 12 weeks. So depending on the site that they choose, and that supervisor and the young adult and what they have going on, they can kind of figure out what they want to do. And what's really nice is they don't have to worry about that application process. So we're introducing them to a variety of positions. They get to say, well, maybe I want to do this, maybe I want to do that. And then they get to kind of go explore the site, and say, yeah, I think this would be a good fit for me. Whereas, you know, they might be get turned down a lot with applications and interviews. So this allows them to build confidence, and going to get that next job.
And get a little experience under their belt and get something to actually put on that resume.
Yeah. So filling in those gaps on their resume, having a professional reference, someone vouching for you. And then we have internships with our Tech Cadre program. And what makes this a little different is that there's tons of different positions with the work experience, but we really want this Tech Cadre internship to be IT. So that's what makes it a little bit different, but it's the same things. They're getting hired through us. We're paying them $10.30 an hour. It's 20 hours a week, but the same thing goes for this. We want some mentoring to be going on, to show them, you know, what they're learning and kind of guide them through the process. And then this is a 5-week-long program, so it has an end date and a start date. So as the work experience kind of loosey-goosey in that area where they can kind of decide those things, but this one is for 5 weeks.
Yeah, and with that program, with the Tech Cadre program, since they're going through the A+ certification and stuff, I assume that you're, you know, looking to place them in like medium, you know, maybe small to medium-sized businesses that have at least one IT person on staff that they can kind of shadow. And kind of learn the ropes and get real-world experience, which, as we all know, with computers, there's what happens in the lab, and there's what happens on your desktop.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Quite frequently, they're two very different things.
Yep.
So, also, can you talk about, you know, are there any fees or costs to the young adults to come and participate in your programs?
No. So, no costs to our young adults. And what's really nice is that they can earn a little bit of money while they do it. So not only is there's no cost, we do incentives and stipends. And if they choose to participate in our work experience, our internship component of the program, they're going to get paid the minimum wage. So it gives them a little bit of money while they do something to work towards a bigger goal.
Well, it sounds like a fabulous thing to do. I mean, not only can the young adults come, they can learn a skill or improve their existing skills.
Yeah.
Get help with work readiness and learn how to interview and prepare a resume, but also get some per se on the job training.
Yeah.
And be able to go forward with that after their internship or work experience is done.
Yeah, so they can, they earn up to, I think it's about $400 worth with our EPIC program. And it's involved in the tech one too. So with those work readiness trainings, so the NRF and the ServSafe, they get $100 for the first certificate completed, $25 for the second certificate completed. And then another thing that we work on with all of our clients is remediation in math and reading. So we really want them to continue to study. And then our goal is to try to have them at least go up one grade level while they're with us. And if they're able to achieve that, then they get $125 for that. And then another incentive that they can get is if they come in unemployed and they get a job while they're with us, they hold that job for 30 days or more, hopefully, because it really is about retention. They get $150 if they can show proof for that job.
Yeah, so, and then after young adults complete the program, you still, and they've done their work experience or their internships, they can still participate in your program at a level where you still help them to look for jobs.
Yeah. And
kind of support them and answer any questions or help them with any challenges that they're having.
Yeah, and the Tech Cadre one, they get paid a stipend too. It's $25 a day because it is full-time, which is nice. But after they're done, we want to focus on placement with our youth. So that's when we try to look for the job. We try to enroll them in college or do applications, financial aid, whatever we need to do to support them. I kind of like to think of it as like a transition period for them, and I want to be that support person while they're going through the transition, because it can be a little overwhelming. And then once they're ready, they can, you know, go on and kind of go to that next step. But that is what we do, is we provide it until they're ready, and they have a job. They're, you know, going to school. Those are the.
And then you can cut the proverbial apron strings. Right?
Yeah, let them go on their way. Mm-hmm.
So, also I wanted to ask you, are there any special programs for young adults that go on during the summer months?
Yeah, so we have 3 programs this summer, and those are funded through the county, the city, and Bank of America. So we have our city program, which is San Jose Works 2.0. And this one is for 18 to 29-year-olds seeking employment. And it is for San Jose residents only.
Okay.
And that one is low commitment, great program. They still get gift cards and the incentives, supportive services. All of our programs get, including the ones I've been talking about, get gas cards or bus passes. We give supportive services for clothes if they're going on interviews, or they might need some help getting a uniform. So that's with all of our young adults in our programs. Mm-hmm. And then we have a county program. It's the Santa Clara County Youth Works program. And this one is nice because it's for the younger youth too. So it's for 16 to 24-year-olds who are foster youth or young adults or former foster youth. So anyone in the system for foster care can apply to this. It's really great because it's a summer job program. They're getting paid $15 an hour, so they can make up to $1,500 while they're doing this. And they get the same supportive services, and they get the job readiness training. So it's a great package, and it's filling up fast. So hopefully, you know, this is a program that sticks, because I feel like we really need this in Santa Clara County with the amount of foster kids that we have. And then we have a third one. It's the Bank of America Summer Internship Program. And this one focuses on 4 youth who are looking for jobs in the financial world or business. And it has to be high-performing students. So they have to be 18 years old. You can be 17 while you apply, but you have to be 18 on the day of enrollment. And they are looking to work in a Bank of America bank. So we have 4 banks, and then we place each one at each one, and then they do a great internship for the summer, and it's really successful. So those are the 3 that we have running this summer.
Wow, that sounds fabulous. I mean, you've really got a number of different options for young adults, mm-hmm. and especially, you know, some additional programs that take place in the summer months, which is great because, you know, they may have just recently graduated high school. They may be, you know, local community college students, mm-hmm. you know, that take a full load during the school year, and now we're looking for, you know, some additional assistance during the summer months. Mm-hmm. So that's fabulous. Can you tell me, you know, the Work2Future programs, you know, these are all different programs. So mm-hmm. Can we kind of go over what areas, you know, what cities does Work2Future programs cover? You said the Santa Clara County Youth Works program is countywide, correct?
Yes, Santa Clara County Youth Works is all of Santa Clara County.
Okay, and mm-hmm. the only precursor on that one is you could be anybody anywhere in the county. They just have to have been in foster care at mm-hmm. some point.
Yes.
And then can you tell us what areas or service areas does Work2Future itself cover?
So we do San Jose. Mm-hmm. San Jose, Morgan Hill, Gilroy, Los Altos Hills, Saratoga. That's about it.
Like Campbell.
Yes,
you
Campbell.
also do like some of the unincorporated areas.
Yes, and unincorporated areas. Thank
Santa
you,
Clara.
Liz. No.
Okay, so you don't do Santa Clara.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have like a sister partner that serves that area in Mountain View. It's called Nova. So Nova does similar work to us. So if people are from Sunnyvale or Cupertino,
Palo Alto, Los Altos,
Yeah.
Kind of like I guess what would that be called, North County
Yeah.
area.
Yeah,
And
so
stuff. They would go through Nova, and I believe Nova is located in Sunnyvale.
Yes.
And I've also, been through some of their programs myself in the past, and they are very wonderful.
Yeah.
But Nova also has a youth program as well.
Yeah, they have youth services too.
Okay.
If someone, like a lot of my clients move out of the county. I had a young lady who was moving to Las Vegas this summer, and we just looked up America's Job Centers over there, gave them a call, and they have a youth program there. So if you live outside of the county, if you're wondering about your America's Job Center in your area, you can look it up on the locator, and it'll tell you which one is in your area. So every county has one.
Okay.
Yeah, great services.
And so, Allison, if someone watching the show is interested in finding out more about the Work2Future young adult programs,
Yeah.
Where should they go?
Well, my first advice would be our website, which just got renovated a bit and is really easy to navigate through. So that's work2futurefoundation.org, and you can find our adult services and our young adult services on there. And you can use our eligibility tool, which will tell you what programs you're eligible for, and then it'll send us something with your information on it. So I highly suggest our website, and it'll give you all the information on that.
That's great. And then you said that your location is separate from, because I know the main Work2Future is on
Foxworthy Avenue.
Foxworthy, and your center is on Lucretia?
Yeah, 2072 Lucretia Avenue. So we're right by YB High School.
Wonderful.
As a reference point.
Wonderful. Well, Allison, you have been a plethora of information this evening.
Thank you, Liz.
And I hope that many of the young adults in our community will take advantage of the wonderful services that you're offering. And I'd also like to recommend that any businesses, whether you're a small business or a medium-sized business, and you're looking for some help, you can also contact the Work2Future program, and they would be more than happy to work with you to provide you with some potential staff.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Thank you, Liz.
And now they're just going to do the whole
Yes, that's great. It was good.